true.
Yeah. Yeah, how do this?
I like these lights. Alright. We're gonna use it.
No. I'll screenshot
Alright guys. Okay, I'm very good. Hey guys. You're welcome to a channel. 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 You're welcome to. You're welcome. Welcome. I'm doing DJ Scratch. Hey guys, you're welcome to our channel again. Today is a good day, beautiful day. I don't know. I'm hyper today. Maybe because of the coke I drank. I don't know. Today is what's happening today? I don't know, Sha. So today
is a good day. It's a Sunday and it's bright.
I feel like this video will be different. I don't know, Sha. That's a prophetic word. All right, so guys, today we're talking about
marriage being an achievement or not.
So if you are a new subscriber here, if you're a new viewer, please subscribe to our channel. If you're just visiting, or if you are coming again, if you have been watching us, thank you so much. Please remember to share, like, and comment. I feel like I said this before we start, not after. All right, so marriage is an achievement. Like, people have been arguing about this thing for like 2 years now, back and forth. Some people believe that it's not an achievement. Some people believe it's an achievement. And all of that, I actually feel it's a thing of, it depends on the context you're looking at it from. That's my own opinion. There's no one direct answer to it. So what do you think? Is marriage an achievement?
I think it's an achievement.
Why?
Because if graduating from school is an achievement, if getting a job is an achievement, if starting a business is an achievement, and if raising money from a business is an achievement, then why not marriage? From my context.
Well, I think
that's my.
I think the people.
So,
okay.
The extremity of it is what we should address.
That if you are not married, you have not achieved.
Exactly.
So marriage itself is an achievement, but I'll let you say something. Marriage itself is an achievement, but not being married is not.
Doesn't make you less of an achiever.
Yeah. So being single, some people can be single. I used to say that not everybody will marry, not everybody will get married. That's the truth.
It's not a bitter truth.
It's bitter.
Just the truth.
It's bitter.
Is it bitter?
It's bitter because some people that are not married now, it's not that they not.
It's not so they don't wish.
It's just that life happened and they did not get married. So it is not. It's a bitter truth that not everybody will get married. So you can, and those people are not less of a human.
They're not less.
They are not, because there are many people who did not get married and achieve what they achieved. Some people got married. They had to divorce, had to get separated, and they still got what they wanted to get. Someone was talking about Elon Musk. Someone was trying to talk about that when they say behind a successful woman, a successful man is a woman. The person was saying like Elon Musk is
not married.
Not married.
But he has been married so many times. Like
it's not work. Then some other people, then they mention different names of different people that have not been married and all of that. So you can be anything you want to be without marriage. Yeah. But I also want to say that the issue with that, you can be so extreme to the fact that you now say, oh, it's no big deal. Then you now see those people that are even married are just pretending. Yeah. Marriage is no big deal about marriage. Marriage is that and all that. That's one extreme that I see that if you're not careful, you get into. Because I see that, like the scripture said, that a time will come, the last days, they will be forbidden to marry. So people would make marriage look like something that is a burden, that is not necessary. And I don't want us to get into that space. This is very, very dangerous space. Marriage is good. The Bible says that it's not good for man to be alone, and he created a helpmate for man. So you should also know that no matter what your experience is in marriage, like I used to tell people, even if my marriage failed today, I will still tell you that marriage is good.
Yes.
It's God's intention for marriage is good, and marriage is good. Even if my own failed, it's not enough. Even if I've seen 1 million people who's married and failed, it's not enough for me to say marriage is shit, marriage is nonsense, people are in marriage are wasting their time.
Yeah.
Because for 1,000 experience of bad marriage, I can give you 1,001 experience of good marriage.
Yeah.
You see, and the thing is that many people who have good marriages do not come out to talk about it. It is the bad one that we see, and even when we see the good ones, we don't talk about it. It's the bad ones that would
that will fly. Like
Yeah.
I also said today, bad news flies faster, and bad news is more attractive than good news. So it is the same thing of people see the bad ones and preach it, and that is that also comes to the issue of fatherhood and gender. It is the bad examples that will push. Oh, women are this. Oh, men are this. Oh, fathers are this. Mothers are this and stuff. So one is sweeter than the other, and that's why we are here to address it. Now, the issue of people. Hey, so I hear people say things like, "Oh, all these happy couples, not fake, not fake." Truth is, many times I think there are many times that these people are only consoling themselves.
Yeah, you want to validate your pain, validate that wrong impression that you have. You are using every means to look for what you say. Does not make sense. This does not make sense.
Because of a truth. I've always said that my parents are the biggest examples of marriage I've seen. My dad today is a model of the many things that are doing in my marriage. There's so many things that is good about my father. My father is a people person. He sacrifices a lot. He's a father, and I can say the same thing for your dad too. Sacrifices a lot, ready to go to any length for his children and for his wife especially.
True. And his children, yeah.
My dad does not joke with my mom, literally. So I've seen those examples, and so when people talk about marriage being this, being that, I can give you 1,000, but I don't need 1,000 examples for you.
Yeah, I can't relate.
I only need one example, and that is enough to counter the millions of examples you have. So in life, there are always evidences for whatever we want to believe in.
All right, so let's not go deep into this. So what we want to do today is talk about how marriage has helped us. I'm going to talk about it, and we have not rehearsed. As far as I just told Tim about this topic right now.
We're just walking here, and
we just thought to just do it. So there's no rehearsal. Some of the
all our videos are like that now.
Yeah, so I just maybe I'll be going first. Like how what are the when we're going like mentioning like 3 or 4 points, and maybe until time has gone. I think for me the first thing that marriage did for me was, I remember the first time we had a hangout, like we talk about that. We talk about evaluate ourselves. The first one was really very bloody.
Our first hangout.
Yes, the first one was really bloody. Like. So that was the first time I heard that somebody is saying that I'm very domineering. You can.
Are you serious? That's the first time.
That's the first time. I've never heard anybody say that to me before. That you have an element of choleric leader. Like I've always thought that I like to follow. Like I literally run away from leadership or anything. So I was surprised to see that he was saying that I sometimes I'm controlling. I want to control, and I'm like me, this sweet fine girl that's like so. Marriage is one way that you get to see mirror. Not aspect. Somebody's going to no. It's not even another perspective. It's like you are being shown yourself, because this is the person that's living with you. This person, even your parents may not know you as much as your spouse. You understand? They may not know. And many times when my parents tell me something, I just say like, because our values don't align. So I just feel that maybe you are thinking that of your own values. I don't trust when they tell me that you are doing something wrong. I just believe that you are saying your own. You understand? So until my spouse. My friend does not live with me. My friend may not know that I may be very domineering. So I remember when we just got married and we had these issues, and when I was talking, and he still would just scream, "Don't talk to me like you talk to your brother. I'm not Shola. I'm not kidding." And I was like, "Don't tell that. Don't mention my brother's name." Like all of those things. So I was like, "Why would you do that?" So I never knew. Though William, I used to say that you have a little bit of choleric. I was like, "It's a lie. You're just saying your own." I did not believe that. You understand? So I was able to see that. Wow. So I've learned to adjust. So when I'm in the office and I feel like shouting on maybe an intern or something that got me angry, I just step back and Tolu, that's your spirit is rising again. Push it down. So there's this deliberateness because somebody has told me that this is it. So like I said, that marriage is just as we are aligned to Christ. Marriage, it helps you it sharpens you to that image of Christ that we're going to make you a better person. You understand? So the other person is looking at you, he knows you very well. Your spouse knows you inside out. Is with you when you mess, when you shit, when you eat, when you do everything. He knows everything about you. So the person is like giving you a side of you. You understand? So for me, that's maybe a better person. I'm able to see somebody who can correct me in love, who knows, who is saying the truth, who is not saying that of hatred. So that's one thing for me.
I think that's really huge. Whose corrections or rebuke is not from hate. You are certain that this person is on my side. So whatever they say, you take them really seriously.
And we have the same values. Yeah.
The same values. Yeah. For me, is that okay? Come again on another point. For me, marriage has helped me realize. It has helped me see myself in another light. It has made me see things that I may never have seen if not for marriage. I've always had anger issues. I stammer. Many people don't know. I stammer, and anger compounds it. So I don't stammer when I'm talking like this. I stammer when I'm very angry or very excited. So, and I've always had anger issues. Terrible anger. I can't even start describing, telling scenarios and cases. But my immediate family understands this better. I have terrible anger issues, and I believe that I'd worked on it. When I was in the university, I believed that I had worked on it until I got into marriage and I realized that this thing has not left. So I think what I did then was suppress it and keep it in a cooler. It has not left, it's just suppressed or not fully controlled. So my wife is the only person on earth that will get to some depths of me. My friends will never get there.
Sure.
My brothers may never get there. My business partners will never get there. It's only my wife. And in marriage, I realized that this thing, you have not dealt with it. You forgive, yes, but there's still this sense, this deep sense of rage. I rage when I'm angry. Like there's a rage. It's not a good place to be. So I realized that. Depth. It was revealed. The scenario you talked about, it was similar like that. So I realized that. So what I think how I deals with anger then is that when I'm very angry, keep quiet. I don't address the issue. So I find time to address it. And many times I let go because when it takes too long, I don't know how to tell stories. I don't know how to remind you of what you did. So sometimes I'm not big on talking. I just let it go. So there are those cases where she will do something and it will piss me off, but it will get me angry and I'll just I let it go. But it keeps compounding. Then so small thing, very small, as tiny as this, we just
escalate it.
And I would say things, and so so I realized that, and so marriage generally has made me a better person in terms of attitude and behavior, especially approach to conflict. Approach to conflict, and then also it has helped me. Okay, are you supposed to?
No, come.
So it has also helped me in balance. We made a video on this channel about you being whole and your spouse being whole, that you are not half or half. It is just that in your wholeness you have inadequacies and completeness. I don't use the word completeness. You are complete, but you have inadequacies.
Yeah.
So, and God so good, my weaknesses are her strengths. Her weaknesses are my strength. God so good. So she has been able to cover up for my inadequacies. So that's another aspect I'm happy about by getting married. So I do business. So I have to deal with people, make decisions, really tough decisions. I imagine how much I would have fared if I was alone. Now, it doesn't matter if my wife is in the same business with me, or we do business, or it doesn't matter if she does business. It's just that you have that person that you are sure to the ends of the earth that this person is telling you the truth. In all sincerity. Your partner can lie to you. Your family can lie to you. Maybe not deliberately. You get where I'm coming from. But your wife, your spouse, that person that is in your corner 100%, understands things from your perspective and can objectively tell you the truth. Your family may not lie to you, but they may be telling you what they understand from how they see you, not from the exact angle your spouse will look at you from. So I'm really grateful for that.
Well, I think for me, the next one will be for, like we discussed in the other video, that I've had very serious episodes with my parents, like serious episodes, and maybe what happened recently with my own parents is like the peak of it. Like because when I was getting married, I felt that okay, we'll get about this drama and move on. But some things happened, like just the peak of it, and then some other things happened with some other people that we also respect. Yeah. Like it was so much, and I remember I just said, push it. I don't care about anybody. Like some people were calling, I hope you're emotionally okay. They are your daily, hope you're fine. These things that happen to you around the same time.
My mom calls every week to check up on us.
And all that, and she doesn't even know about the second one.
She doesn't know about the second one. She only knew about that.
And she just know about one.
Yeah.
But before, I used to face the pressure alone. Like even my siblings don't understand. My parents simply be like, why you to be doing normal, be behaving? I'm like, I can't behave normally. It would affect me, understand? So even though my siblings know that this what they are doing is not right, but still they'll still say you too.
They don't understand.
You don't understand. So it has been only me fighting. So this time around, even though that the heat was more than what it used to be before, but because I have somebody, I know that I don't care. So when I'm writing on status, I'm putting my pictures and your pictures, and I'm like, even if the word is against me, if I have you by my side, I don't care what you say. You know, there's sometimes that somebody says something to me and I'm telling you, look at this person told me this, so this and that, something that will make me cry before. But I know that when we talk about something, like, don't mind, the person does not have sense. I know those things. I just talk about it, move on. You understand? So it's about it's amazing. It's so good to have somebody that understands you. I don't have to start explaining, because sometimes now people ask me, so what happened? Why did you do this and do this? Why do you have this issue with this person? I don't know. I'll have to start explaining from the beginning. And when I explain, you can't still get how it is, because the person that has been with you from the beginning, he knows what happened at this place. I told you when it happened that time. When it happens, I tell, but it's different from that explaining story from you from beginning. You can't understand. You understand? But someone that has been with you from the beginning and knows at this junction, this person they said that one. In fact, when you are even discussing, the person say, this what happened. Say, I haven't forgotten that point. Person attitude, because the person understands what is happening. It's different from me explaining to you from the beginning and me forgetting some details. So it's really great to see that you have there's someone that have your back no matter what happens. If I'm going out on the street and somebody slap me, and I come back and say, see, or somebody slapped me, and all of that, and I know that somebody will fight for me, you understand? So it's really amazing to know that somebody have your back. That is, for me, what marriage has done. Like, somebody insults me, I can say, look at, I'll just, Tim, look at what this person said, do, blah, blah, blah. Remember the day you had that meeting, and you chatted me, and you spoke with me, this is what happened, though, this and that, and all of that. So I know that there's a relief to know that there's somebody that understands what you are facing. Yes. Even though some your close friend may be like, that thing you did does not make sense.
No,
all of these
people are doing that. People are saying that already.
If people say, wow, what did you?
It didn't matter because I know. I mean. So
if it was that, even if the person what you did does not make sense, blah blah blah, there's somebody who has your back. So even if what you did does not make sense, I still have your back. We are in this together. And one person don't shout and say, that's how I used to do. Rubbish, let me even go and man begging behind your back and all of those things. You understand? So that's something for me. That's something for me.
Yeah, on that aspect specifically, for me it is that thing of unconditional. How do I put it now? Okay, so let me put it in a better word: vulnerability. Having that place that you are safe to vulnerable. So you get I'm safe to vent. It is a safe place for me to talk about my aspirations. It is, I'm very sure that my spouse has my best interest. So she won't be jealous of me. She won't be intimidated by my ambitions or my goals or my achievements.
I'm not hiding one money from you. That's because we think that clinical.
Because imagine how the world would be without marriage. Who is that second person that will know your ATM pin in case something happens to you? True. Right? I'm not saying your immediate family cannot be in that spot, but it is not the same. Yeah. Definitely not the same. So that's that person of the opposite sex that can have access to everything that
opposite sex is very important. Opposite sex. Because in this world that we're having same sex. Say opposite, opposite.
Yes, so I intentionally mentioned that. And another thing that I want to mention is that marriage is an institution by God, right? And it's the smallest unit of the society. Not just the smallest, but the most important unit of the society. We have the world, we have continents, then we have regions, we have countries, we have regions and countries, we have states, we have town, we have constituent, then we have the home. The home is the smallest unit that is where the behaviors and characters are formed based on values. So I'm grateful that I'm part of God's move to propagate his values and multiply. That's another aspect I look at it from.
Okay. Oh, this is not deep. Me, another thing I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for is sex. Like
I was going to mention that.
Okay, maybe you should say
forgot.
It.
No, I wasn't.
Say it.
I wanted to mention. I forgot. I don't know how I forgot that in transit.
Like it's so. I've not really explored like I really like to, because let's say prudish. I don't know.
No, you're not prudish. No, you're not prudish.
Okay.
It's
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're not prudish. I've told you before that you seem prudish. When we were cutting, but I was wrong. I was totally wrong. You're not prudish.
How am I not prudish?
You're not prudish. You are not. You're not offended.
Okay.
By sexual stuff. I forgot the real definition of prudish. The word for word dictionary, but that's the meaning. Being offended by. You're not offended. It is just that it is not exactly comfortable for you because of upbringing or what you're used to. Like that. So the sex issue is more. Is it psychological? I think it's so. Yeah,
I think it's psychological.
It's not
you know, having to deal with this thing is a sin for years. They now come and say this is now good.
It's now okay.
Yeah, something's now okay.
It's still that thing that that is looking at me. How can I be having sex?
I read the honeymoon. I think I said in the honeymoon video that I just imagine that my father with his strong face
looking at you.
I just disconnected.
Yes, now we are still dealing with that disconnection, but it's better. Like, it's better.
Oh my God!
So I'm grateful for sex. God, guys, single guys that are now having sex. You get there. Let me not say more than that. I'm grateful for sex. Fornication is a terrible thing, and sex is a great thing. Not a great place to be single and be harassing yourself anyhow. It's not a good place to be. Gosh. So I'm grateful for marriage, that it has given me that safe space to have sex, enjoy sex to the fullest without committing sin. And imagine enjoying yourself and producing beautiful babies. I mean, that's a peak of excitement.
How many babies have you produced?
No, I'm the grand context. Imagine it's like playing football that you love and getting paid for it. Look at how beautiful Valor is. So that's the thing. So I'm grateful for sex. I love sex. I love sex. I love sex, so I'm grateful for it and stuff. So what are that?
Okay, maybe this one is more personal in our own marriage. It's the fact that sometimes people say that Tim is proud. Like I understand somehow. Like I like the way you carry yourself. Like that carry. Like when you see him walking, you can't just come and be talking rubbish. Talking rubbish to him. Yeah, I've seen people who are. I've seen people that I met a lot of guys and I'm like, I don't like the way you carry yourself. Like I can't marry. I don't know. I just believe that everybody should have this courage. That I see you. That this way you carry yourself. You play with people. Yet the same way. There's this people. I don't have to explain it. Like here. Just for example, now in the office here now, it will take a lot of talk of madness from that person to come and talk to you anyhow. Not because you are not free, you talk to everybody, you play with everybody, you make jokes. Sometimes you make jokes, sometimes like this joke is too expensive. But yet, they see this person is my boss. This person is in charge of this place. You understand? Do you understand? Even in our environment, people don't talk anyhow. You understand? And there's a way it falls back on the wife. Because if a man is just anywhere, wear boxers, just go outside, be sitting down, be talking. Send me Yasakida, almost secondly go. Like talk anyhow and all those things. But there's way the courage thing. I see it and I'm like, this is good. This is somebody that I'm proud of. Like sometimes you just walk around, I'm just like, this boy is a fine poison. See this boy, so you carry himself. This is the correct boy. You understand? So I think for me it's something that I'm grateful for.
Another thing, our time is we're almost to the end. Another thing I'm grateful for is that this one I've been praying about and it's also personal. I don't want to have dumb kids. My dad is an intelligent man. My dad is intelligent. He's a book. You know my dad is intelligent. He's very smart. My mom too is very smart. Of course in different areas and stuff. So I know that I want to be intelligent. In fact, when I was very young, primary school, I used to tell God that God, please, I need wisdom. I want to be wise. I was not talking about wisdom or the word of God. I was young. I don't know anything about God then. I was talking about I want to be smart. I want to be able to talk where people talk. I want to have words of wisdom. I want to be able to make sound decisions. So when I was about to marry, I was saying, God, please, I want this wise wife. See, I know you will choose for me, but please, I don't want a dumb sister from church.
But you see your decision now to make. You would not have married a dumb person now.
No, you don't understand what I'm saying. Like I don't want to make that mistake.
Is there a way to make a mistake of marrying a dumb person? We used to know.
Yes.
We not know.
You can be easily blinded.
Is it not from interactions?
Anybody can miss anything. That's my point. So I prayed that prayer. And I'm happy that I married someone that is intelligent in her field and creative. Me, I'm not a creative. I'm not that creative on art and stuff. I wear anything. So that is why I wear dull colors.
Because
I'm scared of combining colors. That's where my love for
hey, on this guy is lots of joy.
I'm telling you.
You have revealed yourself.
When I was in university, I don't buy anything bright because I'm scared. I shall know brown, black, at most white. It goes. And I want to combine. The risk is minimal. So I got used to it, and I became a lover of dull, cool color. You never see me wear anything bright or multicolor because number one, I'm scared and I got to love it. So I'm happy that I married someone that I'm confident that I can't go wrong. Around such stuff. So I'm happy that's an aspect. So and I know Valor has to be a smart girl. She has to be. Yes, thank you.
What else? There are many things to say. I'm just trying to say. I'm very particular about saying things that will
help.
That will help, not just say I love him because it's clinical and all of these things. I think one other. Okay, you want to say something?
I'm grateful for this blog.
Yeah.
Without marriage, I won't have the opportunity and the grace.
And without even marrying the right
like
person, because I'm trying to go past that now. Without marrying the right person, because I remember that, one thing I'm grateful for is that there are many things for us. That's why I'm very particular, very, very careful when I want to give counsel on relationships. For us, we entered marriage quite blindly. Not blind, let's say by faith, because there are many things we did not know about each other. Like we just dated for like 3 months. Yeah. The only base we knew is that God wanted this to happen. Our parents knew each other. So if anybody is doing madness, one parent would drag the other person. You understand? That was the only thing we had. We were
too sure that God wanted this to happen.
So there were many things we did not know. Like this vlog now, one of the days we just say, let's just do ourselves, recording how we met. And we just did it. Like it was not that we pre-planned it that I want to marry someone that will do vlogs together or that we enjoy it. We never knew that this vlog we were going to do anything called vlogging.
I never even pictured myself creating the vlog. In fact, I knew I wanted to talk. I knew I wanted to talk to people, and that I knew I would have a platform one day. But I didn't imagine vlog.
I remember that when we did our first video, I was like, we'll do it many times before it will make sense. So, but when we did the first time, I was like, wow, this is just synced. Like I was not expecting to sing. I thought I would do a lot of videos, and I remember I had learned how to edit videos. So I said, let me just use this to practice. You understand? So I never knew that this would, and many other things that we do together. Like there's hardly anything I say let's do that my husband or him say let's do that that my husband hardly that we talk about, we say he's not doing it. Hardly we
think a lot.
It's a lot, like a whole lot. And for me, I just feel that okay,
that's grace.
That's grace, and I know that it's not ordinary. That's why for me, I feel that our coming together is much more than pleasure, because I see a lot of thinking when I see people complaining about marriages, and I'm like,
it's not this deep.
I saw this deep. I'm like, God. Sometimes I'm just like, God, there's somebody use Jasny, because I don't have any issue. I'm sorry if this sounds insensitive. I've never really had any issue. Never. You understand? Never. That's one thing I actually learned from Tim. There's sometimes there's this exchange of words. I actually keep quiet when he's angry, and he comes back to say sorry. Like cooking pe. Me, I've learned, because me before malice. I want to keep malice is like I believe that if you keep malice and you come back, the love will be sweeter and stronger and all of those madness. You understand?
I detest it.
And so he apologizes, and I've just learned that. Just learn to let go many times, even when it is not it's not your fault, or you are not the one that caused it something. Just say sorry, not because you want it to vanish, but because you really mean it and you really want it to end. So like I was saying before, that we have enjoyed a lot of ease, understand? Ease, and I'm just grateful that God, thank you for giving me a man that does not like wahala, does not have stress. We are saying that I'm sorry, I when we went to go into an eatery, we don't like the place, and we go to another place. As in, life is just so easy. There's no drama. So when I see people having a lot of drama and all, I'm just curious at what is going on, what's happening. That's why I say I really don't have so much to say, because maybe if I pass through challenge, I was like, okay, this is how to go through it. But I've not passed through any of those things. So I'm grateful to God that I married somebody that gave me ease. him. That's what I appreciate him for. Marry somebody that gave me ease. Like when people are complaining, this man is doing this one, it's not shaking it because it's not. I can't really relate to all of those things. You understand? So marriage for me is a safe place. It's a safe place. There's no fighting. Nobody's arguing about anything. Nobody's fighting about anything. Nobody's saying there's no resentment. I'm not pretending. I'm not coming to the office and pretending that maybe we are keeping malice. We will not be pretending. Go and meet him. Maybe somebody's asking me something because we are always together. So if we are quarreling, it will affect everything. And I thank God I don't have to pretend that we are not quarreling. I don't have to pretend that we're not keeping malice. Because if you are quarreling and you're keeping malice and you're walking apart, what concerns anybody? Nobody will know. But we're always together. People are always around us, and people will always know that there's something wrong. So I thank God I don't have to pretend that something is happening or something. If you live in our house, you say that's who we are. We are not pretending anything.
Yeah, and the people that visited and spend days, they see.
We are not pretending. It's not that we will pretend here and go to the house and. So I just thank God for that ease, and I just realize that marriage for me, when you are saying it's marriage and it's an achievement for me because that helps me in many ways. There are many things that I may not be able to say here, but marriage is an achievement.
Yeah. So for me, I think marriage is also an achievement, and the balance is that if you are getting married, appreciate God for it. Celebrate it the way you want to be, because it's an achievement. It's a milestone in your life. You're adding a new person. God is adding a new person to you. That will be your partner for the rest of your life. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
And if it does not happen yet, you are not less of a child of God. Neither are you less of a person, or neither are you less of an achiever. Live your life to the fullest, pre-marriage and post-marriage. Live your life to the
Enjoy yourself. Hey, it's not going to be
doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter. But when you get it, it's an achievement. Like, it's not everybody that went to school, which means those that didn't go to school will not graduate. Does that make them less of an achiever? No. Those that went to school and graduated, it's a milestone. Celebrate it. Enjoy it. It's God's gift. So marriage for me is an achievement. It should be an achievement for us. So we don't downplay it or overbloat it.
I can't downplay it because God does not downplay marriage. He has never downplayed marriage. He has all.
It's not, God does not make mistakes.
He doesn't.
And he instituted marriage. So I mean, who are we
to say marriage is nothing? So thank you guys for watching with us today. I hope this meets you at the point of your need. I hope you've learned something today. We are still creating content based on the questions you have asked us. If you have any questions, please send to us. You can write it as a comment under this.
Under any of the videos.
You can also send a mail to thereliordailies@gmail.com. Send it to us and we'll reply you speedily.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to subscribe. If you are here and have not subscribed, you are wrong. You are sinning against God. Please subscribe. Please like, share. Talk to people about this vlog. If it has helped you, it has blessed you, please share it to others. God bless you.
Amen. See ya.